Hello, hello, everybody, and I am Tam Bam,
I'm Tan Man.
and welcome on this hot Friday.
Super sweet.
Whew, how's everybody doing out there?
Sweat.
Right, give us the heat emoji if you guys feel it. Way too hot, way too hot. Oh my goodness. What you say there?
Yeah, we on.
So today, the Olympics started. Did anybody watch? Is anybody watching the Olympics? I did see that Snoop Dogg lit the torch.
He did. He was on there. Um, had some. Actually had a Paris, France, a French rapper, I guess, on there too. But they're like,
Come on, Olympics. If you guys gonna watch it, drop a Olympic emoji at the bottom to see if you guys gonna watch it.
at least some of the sports, some. I mean, the thing I learned recently was, did you know that breakdancing is now an Olympic sport?
Oh, they don't even know.
I was like, oh shit, Tammy's got a chance.
Right. I
You
could
know,
be
so
up in there
But
break
I
dancing.
was like, man, they got all kinds of crazy stuff. So if you don't think you have a chance, you never know. 'Cause they put some weird stuff in the Olympics now. But like I was saying, you don't have to watch all of them, but some of them are super cool. Like I like the gymnastics. They kind of people flipping around doing some crazy shit, be all dizzy and like I don't know how they do that stuff. Or even people swimming and it's crazy. But of course, I'm a basketball fan, so that's pretty my number one thing I want to watch. We better.
No.
I will. I'll still watch it. So you watching any events? The backstroke, anything like that? Do they have pole dancing as it's
They
a
ought to.
Olympic event?
Right. They really ought
Next
to.
year, I bet they do.
Okay.
I
They
bet
ought to
they do.
have pole dancing, twerkathon, somebody
Yeah,
get to go, because that's
yeah,
really what's mainstreaming now to get out what country can twerk the best.
yeah. That's super entertainment. That's above entertainment. That's super entertainment. That's two things in one.
Cause baby, it's nothing like them Jamaican clubs. You think we can dance, but
Yeah.
baby, they be doing some type of moves that you be like, what?
Hey, they can run too.
Woo! I want to see the running.
So
I'm fascinated to see the running.
that what that Sherry is that her name? One with nails that does all
Yes,
the crazy stuff. I'm
yes.
interested to see her. Last year they told her because she got positive for marijuana that she couldn't go to the last Olympics. So I'm waiting to see
So y'all all know
if she's
she
gonna
hungry
kill it.
for it.
Yeah, she's gonna go up there
She
with a
is
chip on
hungry
her
for it, and
shoulder.
I'm cheering for her because
Yeah,
she
when
deserves
they're
it. She is
talking,
hungry for
we're
it.
talking about weed. We're not talking about steroids. If it was
And
steroids, then that's cheating. I get it. But weed. What she hit some weed and go to sleep? Oh, there's an advantage. You got an advantage over somebody. Like that don't make sense.
crazy.
But hey,
So
going
now
back.
she look like she about to come and tear it up.
Yeah, yeah, Roadrunner.
But them Jamaica runners, they fast too.
Is it there's some other chick that's supposed to give her a run for her money, but I think she might be Jamaica, but she's pretty fast too. But
Come on, y'all, what y'all think? So let us know down below. What are you guys interested in seeing in the Olympics? Let us know. What are you guys looking forward to seeing? Inside the Olympics, because I'm excited. We're excited to see
hey,
what the United States take
another
home.
question is, did you see that how they lit the torch this year? That was crazy. So it was like if you didn't see it, you need to go watch it because it was like they had like one of their all time like track and field winner for a male and a female or something, all time medal winners, I guess, for France. And they went up there and they lit it. They each had a torch and lit it. They lit around a big balloon. And then as soon as they lit it, the balloon started floating up in the air. Like huge, like 100-foot balloon. It was crazy, but it was so cool. And then what they did to the Eiffel Tower when they were coming through and lit it all up, like it was pretty impressive.
It was pretty dope.
But we're about to see next year is us, so we're about to see if we can match it. So it's gonna but that one is that Paris what they
Well,
did in
not next
Paris,
year. It doesn't
the
come.
4 years, but
Yeah, I'm
yeah, I
like
mean
the
like
next. Oh, it's
yeah,
United States
yeah,
turn,
in the United
and
States.
y'all know we got to show up
So
and
no,
show out.
but it's gonna be hard because even how they brought the teams in on the boats on the river, I don't know, river, ocean, whatever it is, how they brought it down the canal right there, man, it was awesome, awesome. I thought, but that's just me.
Okay,
Okay, Tam Bam. So what's
fascinating,
what's our
fascinating.
topic for today?
So I have been seeing on Facebook. Everybody know if you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I'm sure everybody's seen that cop shooting with the young lady in the house. And at first, when I first watched it, I thought she was arguing with like a spouse or something. I didn't know it was till the full video came out. I didn't know it was actually a cop. I thought she was arguing with a
Yeah.
spouse, and he was telling her to put the water down and stuff. So I didn't know it was actually a cop. And I'm like, so once you dig into it and more comes out, and my heart and prayer goes out to her family because I just could not imagine you calling for help and help is who killed you.
Right.
She called for an intruder because she thought an intruder was in her house, and so happened the police came and she was boiling water, probably about to cook something, tea or calm her nerves or something. And as she was talking to the officers, she went to go take the pot off the stove. And all you hear is him saying, "Put the pot down, put the pot down, put the pot down." So she was pleading the blood of Jesus because anybody that's a religious, you taught growing up early that pleading the blood of Jesus is just gonna cover you, cover you. It is not a sin. It is not a sin. It's a figure of speech. So all you
And
see is he gunned her
let,
down.
let's set up this picture though. So her name is Sonia. So she's Sonia from Illinois. Okay,
Yep.
the lady really looks. She's 36 years old, right? So honestly, if you take a look at this lady, she might weigh 100 pounds. Like
Dripping
honestly, I'm
wet.
not even. I'm not even
Dripping
like
wet.
exaggerating. She might weigh 100 pounds. So this lady calls, right? Calls because she thinks it's an intruder. So just put all this in your head, right?
Right.
100-pound lady calls the cops because she thinks there's an intruder, and she gets fatally killed over boiling water. I don't understand that one. And then the second crazy part is why did the cop that even shot her? Why was his cam not
His
on until
came into
afterwards?
after.
So this is like how this doesn't even make sense.
So
Like
I'm with the family. Yeah, we won't answer.
and then the thing is even okay. So let's just look at the whole scenario. We even look on the cop's point of view. Say she was going to throw the water on him. He was far enough away to where it it did not call for him to shoot her in the head and kill her.
And
There's
if you
no
guys watch the video,
and
it's not a big pot. It's a small pot that she was boiling, so it's probably with some tea. It was not a big pot. That's what I'm saying. Why was shooting her to death? She's a mother of two
in her own home.
in her own home, a mother of two. Her dad is on the news, a mother of two, and this just saddens you that you think you're calling to get help, and you lose your life to the very people that you call for help. Crazy. And we're really not that type of people, and we're not controversial people, but when matters come up and it touch your heart and it gets to you, it's like, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
Because right is
crazy.
right and wrong is wrong. And that water wouldn't hurt nobody
It
at
wouldn't
the
have
end
made
of
it.
the
It would
day.
have even if it hit him, it would have barely even did anything. To where it's like just like I said, I've seen people in person do way worse things to cops and didn't get shot for it. That makes no sense. How a lady in her robe that
In our
weighs a
house.
hundred pounds, you're scared. You're this guy is big, big. When you if you watch the video, watch how big he is compared to her. Big, and he pulls out his gun because he's scared of her with
And
a
the one thing
boiling.
that I hate that when people do wrong stuff to people, you try to paint the narrative like it's her fault. It's her fault that she's dead. Like I'm sure I know that these times that we need officers, we need paramedics, we need all these people so they're letting just anybody get these jobs. And at some point that when does human life become more valuable than a body in a suit? That's really where it boils down to. And now kids are going to grow up without their mom. A father's daughter died before her. We died before him. A mother's daughter died before her. And now they want answers. And they're really not getting any answers. The last video we seen, the dad is on the newscast and he's not getting any answers. So why does it have to be like that? And it just saddens your heart that an innocent life at 36, she barely started to flourish with
36.
that was taken
Yeah,
over a pot of water.
right.
Because words, any kind of words can that don't matter. She could have said what she wanted, but over a pot of water, because really, you have nothing to back it up because the body cam of his was off. So the only way we were able to
His
see what
partners.
happened, the partner had the body
But
cam
but
on
what's
him.
but what that makes it even crazier because how big he is, and he had backup, and you
And then
still
you go
shot him.
outside, like they took the body cam outside,
Yeah,
and it was like 10 officers. standing, circling around in her yard.
On her a bit.
Like, make that make sense. 10 officers circling around in her yard for an intruder? Like, y'all coming this deep for an like, make it make sense. Like, where is the line of justice? When is that gonna be drawn? How many lives, how many Black lives have to be taken for people to wake up? And I think that's really what it is. And I'm not the type of person, I don't use racial things for anything, but when it's a duck and it quacks like a duck, it walks like a duck, then it's a duck. And it just don't even make any sense because there's other ways. You got rubber bullets, you got tasers, your whole body strength, you doubled up than that woman. You double her size. This woman was small.
Like that's what I'm saying. What is she gonna do? Like the only thing that I get it, the boiling water that would hurt. Okay, I get that. For it hurt for like a little bit. I get that. But there's no way to use lethal force for a pot of boiling water that could not even reach
And do you guys know where she was shot? He shot her in the head.
in the head.
One fatal shot to the head. You ain't coming back from that. You ain't coming back for that. Then you want to turn it on. Then you guys video camera her laying in her kitchen.
What's crazy, but did you actually? If you listen to the video, it sounded like there were two shots. It sounded like the partner shot one too, and I want to know if he really did or not because I don't know if it was just me hearing stuff.
Because he did draw his gun.
It sounded like there was boom, boom. That's what it sounded like to me. I could be tripping, but it's crazy. That's just sad, you know. And the thing is, I feel like you know we take 2 steps forward and we take 18 steps back, and then we try to cover up some shit, and then everyone starts getting mad again, and then we try to be like, oh no, we love each other, and then we go back. It's the same thing over and over. It's just a cycle like that. We need to stop. You know, there's no reason that anybody, no matter what race, anything, should ever you call the people that are supposed to protect you, and then you get killed by the people supposed to protect you.
The very people.
Where does that happen? You know, that's not supposed to happen here, at least. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that happens somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not from anywhere else, but it shouldn't happen here. You know, and that's why people lose faith in the justice system because it's like, where is it? Because if we're to do that as normal people, just go into someone's house and shoot them, we're going to jail instantly. You know, these people, oh well, they're going to be on leave with no pay, and oh no, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, they'll be okay in about 2 months when this blows over and they get their badge back, and they're just doing the same
the father
shit.
and mother can't get their daughter back. Her kids can't get their mother back for something that was so minute. They're burying their child. A child is burying their mom, and that just breaks my heart. And my prayers and thoughts goes out to the family because I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine getting that call about my family member. Try to protect yourself. So you call the very people that's helping you, and to say that she was shot and killed, and it said, "Oh, by the intruder." Oh no, by the police, because there wasn't an intruder. And I don't know her mental state, but that's still no excuse.
No, but what's crazy though is because I actually watched this one show and this it was like an elderly lady. She was calling 911, telling them like, hey, there's an intruder coming to my house. And so it kept happening for like 5 minutes, and then she's like, oh, I think he's gonna break the glass. I'm gonna shoot him. This is the elderly lady's telling the lady on the phone. She's like, don't shoot him, you can't shoot him. But he's breaking in my house. Next thing you know, you hear that glass, pop, 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 pop. And then she got in trouble for that. Like that's what I'm saying. How does that make sense? Like you clearly stated, hey, there's someone trying to break my house. She made it clear, like, hey, I don't want to do this. Person's trying to come to my house. What else are you supposed to do? Arm wrestle when he gets in there? Like, what are you supposed to do?
Have them milk and cookies ready?
Because by the time they get in there, maybe they have a bigger advantage over you. What if they're huge? No matter if they have a weapon or not, what are you going to do? Unless you have a weapon, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, if you're an elderly person, you do have a weapon because you're elderly.
And you want to protect yourself.
You have to protect yourself.
You have the right to protect yourself. And a lot of times, and it's just so sad that we're not in the times now. I used to hear about the times where they talk about leaving their doors open through the middle of the night, leaving their doors just wide open, letting the breeze come in. You know, anybody can come in and out. We don't live in the times like that. That's not the times that we live in. And at the end of the day, you have to protect your life. You got to protect if you have kids, you have to protect your children's life. And it's just unfortunately that the people that you call to help preserve and protect.
So Tam Tam, who is it? You know, you have to protect yourself against the crazy people and the people that are supposed to protect you from the crazy, right? That's what I'm.
And I just want to make this clear. just like in all things, I don't group all police
No,
officers in one
no,
thing.
because I know some cool.
But it's like a burn. When that burn sting, it stings. When it repeatedly happens, because this ain't the first, this ain't the third, this ain't the 10th time that police officers have took innocent black lives. That's really,
These are just the ones we know of.
and it's just the ones that we know that they broadcast because it gets so severe that you got to bring it to the people because you want answers. And it's like, so at what point does us as a race, us as a nation, going to stand up and not stand for it? That's really what it's about. It's like, what is it going to take for us to not have to stand for it? You should be able to call people you're supposed to be able to call to serve and protect, and they're supposed to protect you. You a pot of water not going to hurt you. That at the end of the day, that one he was further enough away where you could. I know this just by watching top shows that you could have tasered her.
Right.
You could have shot her with some pellets. You could have shot her with some empty bullets. If you were that threatened by some empty and by some water from the stove, you're not a cooker. Because anybody that cooking up, grease is popping, water is flying on you. Now that's a crime scene right there when you're cooking. It's a battle in that kitchen. It's just a casualty. But it's just so sad that a family and losing their life,
Right.
done lost their family members' lives. So at such a young age, and I can't express it enough. My thoughts and prayers goes out to them because you just really think like, could this be me?
Yeah.
It's like we at a time now where you driving and you just so paranoid to get a pull over by an officer because you just don't know what their right state of mind is. It's like the badge does not give you the right to inflict justice on your own. The badge is not a right to sit here and run through the world like you own it. That is not why. You get a paycheck like it's a job. When you
And what
clock out, you clock
and you know
out.
what's crazy is they're like they try to do that to everybody. They've done it to me, like we got pulled over the other day and he's all, yeah, have I pulled you over before? I'm like, oh, I don't even know you. Oh, well, you look like someone that's being prosecuted in public. I'm like, what? Like, what the? That's just they shoot those shots just so you'll be like, it's like bait kind of. It's like that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? You should have, like, if you're pulling me over because my registration's bad, I broke a tail light, I was speeding, I was doing whatever, cool. But don't try to find something to antagonize me, try to piss me off.
And I just don't I like when social media and the society say, "Oh, it's Black lives," or you're talking about white males and black people. We're calling a spade a spade. That's really what it is. Most of these shootings are Caucasian cops killing African American people. That's what it is. Okay, and when it was that African American cop killing everybody, he was going rampage all over the place. Then that was talked about it day and night. It was on the news broadcast. We seen a takedown of him. That was everywhere. So I want to know, why isn't stuff like this being highlighted on the news? Why isn't the news being highlighted? Why isn't this not news? So just really, like I say, let's stay woke. Let's stay woke as people. Let's stay woke as a nation. We have to do better. We have to do better. And it just
We just
goes around
as a
everywhere.
world and a nation, we need to stop hiding stuff. Because think about this. Think about they're hiding that. They hide the puffy stuff. Think of all this crazy stuff. Where's the ending of it? If we're just gonna let everything go, then the world's gonna be crazy
It's gonna be crazy.
very soon.
And you just really think anybody that's raising kids, like, what world is my kids
Right.
gonna raise up in?
By the time our
What am I supposed to teach them? Do I teach them to do this, go right, or do I teach them to go left? Do I teach them to go in the middle, or is the rules forever
you
changing?
might have to teach them to be like John Wick, all the weapons and
For
stuff. You know what
real.
I'm saying? 'Cause-
But you guys, we don't like to be serious, but I'm just here to talk. We're here to talk about real life things. This is something real life. Somebody family is mourning today. And again, our hearts and prayers go out to them. All lives matter. As a nation, we have to do better.
yeah, and
As
nobody deserves any of that.
nobody
No matter
deserves
what
that.
race, nobody
You
deserves to
you
get
don't
shot in your
deserve that.
house.
A dad shouldn't have to bury his 36-year-old daughter. Children shouldn't have to bury their mom. But it's just so unfortunate that this is the world we in, and so many people pass over stuff like that because it happens so often. We see it so often, so they pass over it. So let's just stay woke, stay ready,
Keep
stay
your eyes
alert.
open, no matter what.
And like always, make sure we stay hydrated, drink your water. And until next time, thank you for hanging with us. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to like, share, and subscribe. And we love you guys. Until next
Out.
time.
See you later.